Hey everyone, Jamie here, ready to share a right cracker of a recipe. Today we're diving into something truly special that takes a beloved classic and gives it a modern twist. If you love potatoes, you're in for a treat. It's all about taking something we love, humble spuds, and giving them a flavor boost that'll knock your socks off. We're not just boiling or baking them, we're smashing them to create a texture that's both crispy and fluffy. Get ready for smashed potatoes with Mint Tea Puree. It's a flavor explosion you won't forget. The Mint Tea Puree adds a refreshing twist that perfectly complements the earthiness of the potatoes. This isn't your average potato side dish. We're elevating it to something extraordinary, something that will stand out on any dinner table. We're talking fluffy smashed potatoes infused with the refreshing zest of mint tea. The process is simple, but the results are spectacular. Trust me, the combo is incredible. The Mint Tea Puree not only adds a burst of flavor, but also a beautiful green color that makes the dish visually appealing. It's all about unexpected pairings that make you go, wow, that's brilliant. The mint and potato combination might sound unusual, but once you try it, you'll be hooked. And the best part? It's dead easy to make. You don't need any fancy equipment or hard-to-find ingredients. Just some good quality potatoes and a bit of mint tea. So, ditch those boring spuds and get ready for a culinary adventure. This recipe is perfect for impressing guests or just treating yourself to something special. It's time to roll up your sleeves, grab your potatoes, and let's get smashing. Follow along, and you'll see just how easy and rewarding it is to create this delicious dish. Right, let's gather our bits and bobs. Today we're diving into a delightful culinary adventure that combines simplicity with flavor. Don't worry, nothing fancy here, just good, honest ingredients that make all the difference. Freshness is key, and with these ingredients you'll be amazed at the flavors we can create. For our superstar spuds, we'll need about 1 kilo of baby potatoes, any kind will do. These little gems are perfect for roasting, boiling, or even grilling. A good glug of olive oil, the good stuff. Olive oil not only adds flavor but also helps in achieving that perfect crispy texture. Sea salt and freshly ground black pepper always. These basic seasonings elevate the taste of our dish, making it truly irresistible. Now for our secret weapon, the star of the show, the Mint Tea Puree, a handful of fresh mint leaves, the fresher the better. Mint adds a refreshing twist that pairs beautifully with our spuds. 2 tea bags of good quality green tea, none of that dusty stuff. Green tea brings a subtle earthiness to our puree, a squeeze of honey, just a touch of sweetness. This balances the flavors, adding a hint of natural sweetness without overpowering the dish. A splash of hot water to brew our magic potion. See? Easy peasy. Now let's get cooking. With these simple ingredients, we're ready to create something truly special. Let's get started. First up, the spuds. Potatoes are the star of this show, and we want to treat them right from the start. Give them a good scrub under cold water. This step is crucial to remove any dirt or impurities. A clean potato is a happy potato. No need to peel. We want that rustic charm. The skin adds texture and flavor, plus it's packed with nutrients. Bung them in a large pot, cover with cold water and add a pinch of salt. The salt helps to season the potatoes from the inside out. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until the potatoes are tender. This gentle cooking ensures they cook evenly. You should be able to easily pierce them with a fork. If the fork slides in without resistance, they're ready. While the potatoes are doing their thing, let's preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 6. This high heat will give our spuds that lovely crispy exterior. Make sure there's enough space on the oven rack for the potatoes to spread out. We want them to roast evenly. Once the potatoes are cooked, drain them well and let them cool slightly. This cooling step is important to handle them without burning yourself. We don't want to burn our little fingers. Letting them cool also helps them firm up a bit, making them easier to smash. Now for the fun part, mashing the potatoes. This step is where you can get a bit creative. Grab a potato masher, or a fork if you're feeling strong, and gently smash each potato. The goal is to flatten them just enough to create more surface area for crisping. Don't go overboard. We want them nicely flattened but still holding their shape. This way they'll have a perfect balance of crispy edges and fluffy insides. Right, time for the magic. Pop your fresh mint leaves into a heat-proof bowl. Add your tea bags and pour over boiling water, just enough to cover the leaves. Let it steep for a good 5 minutes, allowing all those lovely flavors to infuse. Once steeped, remove the tea bags and give them a good squeeze to extract every bit of minty goodness. Now add your splash of honey and give it a good stir. Blitz the mixture with a hand blender until you have a smooth, vibrant green puree. Taste and adjust the sweetness to your liking. You can always add a touch more honey if needed. Now let's assemble our masterpiece. Drizzle your smashed potatoes with a generous glug of olive oil and season generously with salt and pepper. Toss them about to coat them evenly. Spread the potatoes out on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. We want to give them plenty of space to crisp up in the oven. Pop them in the preheated oven for about 20 minutes, or until golden brown and slightly crispy around the edges. While the potatoes are getting their tan on, give your mint tea puree a final stir. We want to make sure those flavors are well combined. Now, here's where you can get really creative. Want to add an extra kick? Sprinkle over some chili flakes before roasting. Feeling cheesy? Crumble over some feta for a salty bite. The possibilities are endless. For a more intense minty flavor, try using peppermint tea instead of green tea. You can also experiment with different herbs. Rosemary and thyme work a treat. Remember, cooking is all about having fun and experimenting. Don't be afraid to add your own personal touch. There you have it, my friends. Smashed potatoes with mint tea puree. A simple yet sensational side dish that's guaranteed to impress. The creamy potatoes paired with the refreshing mint puree is a match made in culinary heaven. Serve these beauties alongside grilled chicken, roasted fish, or even just a simple salad. They're also perfect for potlucks and BBQs. They're guaranteed to be the star of the show. So, what are you waiting for? Get smashing, get creative, and most importantly, get cooking.